Do you want a new set of armour that's affordable, arrives super fast from Europe, and also supports Ukrainian armourers at the same time? Then use code MOLLY at medievalextreme.com for free express shipping.
One, punch two, hook two. These two are hooking, and then I'm driving the elbows in as the head's coming forward. And as that head comes forward, I'm gonna step behind him. So I teep in, got my first hook, punch two. That's pretty good. But there's not a lot of energy out of me to create this momentum. Rear teep, step down. Other option, lead teep, step down. The foot that is forward is the first hand that punches in. Then I hook, then I punch two. Here, the foot that is forward, I'm gonna shuffle in, step behind him. This foot pivots. Does this look familiar, any kind of the footwork we were doing in the last couple of warm-ups and positions? Because this whole time, again, I'm letting go to not pull him with, right? And I know this is very basic. This is entry-level plum tie pivoting. But it's so fucking easy. I don't know why we don't do more of it. Does it make sense? It's like it's there all the time. And granted, we don't have the levers as far as like hand control and whatnot, but I can break your posture for a second. And the second that this guy wants to posture up and get big bull on me,
Rick James.
okay? And then this goes into even that one, it's like, ah, it's there in that position. When they go here, it's the addition by subtraction, like they take their hips and they bring them forward and they bring this open posture. And anytime, and we were talking about it yesterday, Dan's like, they have the square base then, because they have to get underneath and power through this. So the second they square their base up, I'm gonna split the Y is what I call it, and you're gone. Split the Y, like my feet hit now that V I was telling you about. You know, let's extend that little tail there, and now it's a Y, right? Boom. Boom.
Look, real quick, what he's talking about right here, I don't know, this used to be like a super prevalent thing that got taught in the US that I hate, and he just like completely went over why I hate it. Which is, have any of you ever got taught that when someone like gets your head down, what you're supposed to do is walk your feet up underneath you so that you can like get your base under you and drive the person up?
Yeah.
This used to be like a huge teaching point. What he just talked about, I think that it's the easiest thing there is to take that person down, because he's literally walking the thing that I actually need to remove to put him down up underneath me, squaring himself up, and I know he must stand up and lean back. Like, you're essentially like handing me a takedown on a silver platter, and it's exactly what he was just talking about. So this is, I thought it's neat that it went over this, because this is like really prevalent in the US at least. This is definitely how I learned you were supposed to do it, and I still see it taught all the time, and I hate it. And it's for the exact reason he just said.
That's how I was taught.
I think
So
most people,
posture, bring up.
yeah, but you pretty much always square up like this and then try to stand up tall, and if the guy has any takedowns, that should be like money. Like, oh, easy.
I mean, I think there's things that you can do to help in that, like to help with the fact, if I tell people to keep their head up and their shoulders back, but there's also like a lot of hand fighting involved in that, a lot of hip positioning. There's a whole lot more to it than just.
But I think
Yeah, well, and there's a big difference between you should keep your head, but once your posture's down like this, I hate the like, I can do this, because the person should just be able to immediately dump you that way.
Also, just that it's a walking them right into a head rip for your buddy if you're fighting as a team.
Anyway, I digress. Continue. I just thought it was a real neat point, because it
I
did
love
all
these talks, like seriously, like it has to get talked out, because I mean,
Yeah.
you guys understand the amount of experience that's in this room that's discussing these ideas and thoughts, and it's being created right now. Like, this is just my thought and idea, so it's an open forum to have a discussion on this stuff, right? Like, it's concepts that can be sharpened up by this experience. I love that, like, this is what creates it. And it's perspectives and experience, and then it can take different avenues and leads to another position, right? This is beautiful. So it's okay, let's talk about it. So that first, and again, this can be added and it can be subtracted on how we want to enter into this. Is rear teep, lead teep, principle one. splitting the foot in the middle, punching into that first clinch. Now, if he knows anything, as soon as one hand, and he does know something, that's my picture. It's like as soon as he gets to this part, then it's gonna become a fight. But that's why I gotta punch in, punch two, and even then he's gonna pummel inside, in which that's even better too. Right? And then this becomes the fight in the hand fighting. I don't know when we were talking about this. It's like our hand fighting then becomes, it's so prevalent across all combat sports. The hand fighting part has to be won first. Like I can have my best hand position, hip position, and head position, but without my hand fighting and being in a good hand position, I'm toast. Right? He can frame away and keep me out of my position. And that's the fun part that happens. So I teep and I enter and I step in the middle. Punch one, I get that elbow rock and I grab that knot on the back of his head and I'm gonna pummel in, punch two, here. The foot that's in the middle is going to raise up, step behind. And then this foot, again, I'm just going to pull, bum, 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 and literally, I did this to everybody yesterday. I wait for you to knee. Like I literally wait for you to knee because all I'm gonna do is push and rip it you're on one foot.
It's a great dump. It's like you're giving a single leg.
And I mean, I know there's the risk of being called for behind the knee, but I'm gonna run that risk in that position.
I think it's gonna go away.
If you do it with your arm, I can't imagine it getting called. Like if it's here, that's being said, it might get called. But
you know what I'm saying? So
I'd be surprised.
I'm willing to take that risk in that scenario. When that knee comes in, because the tie's gonna kind of go to the runner kind of deal here. It's like I'm just and everything's up here. They're not really seeing this. But anyway, you know, scenario.
A lot of times in Buhurt is you just keep fighting until the ref sets you down.
Yeah.
to me, it's almost like weapon on the neck versus arm on the neck. Of
Yeah.
course, you put your arm on the neck because you're not really doing damage. Weapon on the neck.
Agreed. So let's do this part, and then I'm going to do the sweep right after. But let's kind of think about this for a second. You see the position he ends up in. Do you see where a sweep can start working into this?
Oh yeah.
And again, this is basic Muay Thai. This Mootaii. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Get a partner. My foot sweeps outside. This is the whole series. So even reach for me, I'm going to take your hand off of me. So even if you have that grip, I'm going to pinch down on this elbow, and I'm going to rotate and look. And now this grip's broken. And I have this arm. Switch. Hey, buddy. Push.
Don't do it, Sullivan.
Never tap.
Understand, he has the same ability. He has the same ability. Did you just feel that whole series? Do it. Yeah, do it. So go over the top. No, pinch here, right?
Okay, start
Rotate.
Start.
Grab this, pull, take my back, jump on it even.
The truck's in. The truck's in.
This is your chance, Sullivan. We're gonna hip hop this one. Go ahead, go squeeze it. I'm gonna see how long I can last. Right? So come on inside here. It's like we have this height difference. So go get inside on this lock, right? The shorter person is not going to be able to jump up and hang. But at the same time, he can if he's going to punch 1, 2 in a consecutive series. So you're going to come in here and you go bang, bang, and lock. You see where we're locked on right here? I'm going to pinch my elbows in, and then I'm going to hop, step back. Now, time. Do you see my posture? Did I do this?
No.
Have we established that this is bad? We've established this, right? Is this good?
Better?
Yeah.
So when short goes into the high, punch, hook, hop, step back. Yeah.
Let's do it when I was high yesterday.
Does it make sense for a little guy in the distance and height differences? Yeah. We can do this. This is okay. It's very unexpected because you're getting latched on at the same time, getting the hammer bra, and then that short hips.
Hopscotch.
Hopscotch. Who said hopscotch?
Hopscotch.
Doing that short little hop back. This is what we're doing as far as the height differences. Does anybody, we need to go over this? I mean, you see it, we know it. Okay, sweeps time. Come on, Joseph. These are all sweeps. Sweeps for Dave. The Rick James is what we want first. I want this cross, and I'm hooking this foot. Everybody felt it yesterday. I hooked this ankle with my foot, and I'm going to start dragging you this way, and you're going to try to bring the foot up. I'm pulling and I'm kicking. I'm pulling and I'm kicking. It's going to disrupt you. And now all of a sudden, this foot is going to start getting played out of the equation. That addition by subtraction. You guys understand that concept yet? The addition by subtraction? We got it? So from the beginning, teep, step, punch one, punch two, step, roll, boom, and I hook. He pulls the leg away, and I'm adding mine to the second and kicking it down. Slow motion. Yes. Let me use, come here, Craig. Get him, Craig. And that's what happens, yeah, right? Get him, Craig!
Bring in the ball.
It's got it. Punch one, punch two. Now this pinch here, I'm locking. Sorry, bud. Stepping, dragging. I'm gonna step into the hook. Now, my small detail, like I'm not here and I'm not here, but we understand that I can use this elbow to start making that force to push and pull for the scissor cut position here, right? So when I get here and I start pulling this, and he pulls it out, the side I step, and I have this thumb, I'm hooking this foot, he pulls it out. Stepping behind. Does this make sense? You need to see this.
No, I haven't.
You okay? I've seen your video. Does anybody need to see this one again? We got it. 3, 2, 1. And then I wait for that knee and then I make him pivot on that rooted foot, right? So I do that to Randy, perfect at it, is dirty boxing. You know, body, head, body. Just disruption levels, right? There's the 3 levels, the low line, middle line, high line. And I'm gonna touch each of these. And that's essentially what we're doing now, is I have the high line. I'm stepping, I'm gonna start messing with the low line. Punch it through to the low line again. And in the event these two don't work, middle line, middle line, middle line. Oh, disrupt. Boom, up you. Buddy! Take his head. Does it make sense? Like I'm just gonna pop, and this is what's been going through my head since winter camp. Is how I can set up a series and wait for the head rip or the bloody to come in. It's gonna be there. Boom, 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 boom. Worry about me. It's just like those blitzes. Like we're here. And it's like, hey, wait for me, because that guy's taking you out. The whole raptor attack. Now we're doing the raptor attack, but I'm boom, 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 boom. There's your fucking head.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And this is all getting disrupted. Like, do I want the takedown with these positions and these reaps and this foot sweeps? Absolutely I do. But my partner's gonna make it a lot easier. So as far as tying this all in, as far as how my head's working with these combos, this is where it's going. Just FYI, I'm putting that out in the universe. This is all part of the team effort, right? So let's all right, I'll do this one. Let me use you. Okay. That way you can see this one, right? This one is, I don't know what to really call it other than just, I'm gonna pull him to step his foot, and right before his foot steps, I'm kicking. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So, same thing. So it's gonna be the leg we're attacking the close side. I'm gonna pull him, and the second he, do you guys wrestle, right? Like I do a lot of wrestling where I'm pushing and pulling, I'm hand fighting, and then I gotta get him to step. See that step? So we're in our plump. He comes up, stepping behind. We're pivoting. I'm gonna pull him. And right before he steps, I'm kicking, and as I kick, this follows it to the ground. They'll learn this one or 2 times and they don't follow. And when they don't follow, it's addition by subtraction. So I step behind, pivot, my little hop back, and I pull. You see how he's not working?
You said don't follow.
absolutely right. I did say that. I was gonna show it one more time and then do it, but that's okay. But it's like, but did you see how he kept his hips back?
Yeah.
That's what we're waiting for. So he did exactly as I said. Perfect. But I'm being gentle with the pull. Like there's no playing wrestling. Does that make sense? Like there's a whole, you can play soccer, play basketball, but you can't play wrestling. Like I need aggression. I need hand fighting. It's serious business. Now granted, I'm saying that as a principal, as a training partner, we're just playing nice. Knee up, step behind, kick, pull, pulling down. We need to see this again.
Yeah.
Do mine one more time.
Go slower.
Go slower. Is this slow mo?
Step, ball, change. Ball, and change.
Step ball change, is that the dance move?
Yeah, that's the, yeah.
Step ball change. Here, and that pull. That foot's gonna go there. We know where his foot's gonna go. Our foot's gonna intercept it and pull the head where the foot was supposed to. Make sense? Can you see it again?
I was gonna say, so this is kind of like a little bit of a timing foot sweep, and I really like, several foot sweeps are very close to this. One of the things I tell my guys a lot is, especially with timing foot sweeps, the best way to create the timing that you need is to move the other foot. Because like when he pulls, he forces the big step here. Everyone does the same next step. They have to get their base back under them. So like when you're circling, if you can pull this foot, then you know the timing is this foot follows. And so you can like create timing for sweeps very easily with these circular pull movements. And you can do it front back too, but anytime you can force one foot to take a step, you can almost guarantee that the next step will be the other foot correcting their position, right? Because they gotta get the feet back under them. And it makes timing them a lot more intuitive, because now I just force this and then expect it.
Perfect. Thank you. Does everybody understand that? We see it again, ready to rock?
Brett, do you see this sort of being applied like this aside, in that you can throw it out there a lot without a whole lot of consequence?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just to see what happens.
Yeah.
Most of the time I don't expect them to go down, but when it hits, they're down on the ground and I'm done.
I like it.
Yeah, this is definitely a move that like I'll attempt to work. It's a low risk, high reward move, you know?
Yeah.
It's also, it's a destabilization movement. It forces them to think about where their feet are, which is addition through subtraction. You're giving yourself other opportunities
Yep.
by changing their form.
Their mind is now focused on what foot fuckery is he doing. You can worry about my foot fuckery all you want, because I got him, and I got him, and I got him, and I got him, and I got him. Coming to foot fuckery. Yeah? This is gonna be nice.
It's so nice.
3, 2, 1.
Do you like the look of our team's custom activewear? Are you in need of some of your own for martial arts and fitness training? Then look no further than xmartial.com. Stand out from the crowd with your own badass design. X Martial offer high quality rash guards, spats, training shorts and more, perfect for wearing underneath your sword fighting protective gear. Featuring highly durable and flexible materials, offering full range of motion while keeping form-fitting and highlighting your well-earned gains. There are dozens of amazing designs already on offer on their website. Check them out for yourself using the link in the description and use our code STEELWOLF for 10% off your next order at xmartial.com.